Hey, it's Jorge from TeamJVS giving you a quick review on Boba Fett, the Book of Boba Fett, Episode 1. So, in this episode, not a lot happened, to be honest with you. The show starts with multiple storylines, which kind of goes from how he ended in The Mandalorian, and also how he survived in Return of the Jedi, which is kind of cool, and I'm pretty sure they're going to make some really neat callbacks. And we'll probably see some characters that we wanted to see return. But overall, in this episode, I wasn't too sold on it. And I think it's not how the story was progressing. I think it was more of how it was shot. So for the first 15 minutes of this episode, everything was just very dark. Almost to the point where I was having a hard time seeing the screen. And you know how like those horror films, or not horror films, but horror games, where you could just adjust the darkness to get those pop-up scares. I felt this was trying to do that, only it put the darkness just like 2 clicks too dark. So that was something that I definitely was not enjoying. Other than those first 15 minutes where it was dark, the last 15 minutes or so were actually very enjoyable. Obviously, the two main characters, they just did an awesome job. They had really good, kind of back and forth. It was interesting seeing how they were blending kind of both these storylines. So I am intrigued to see how they're going to do that moving forward, and to kind of see how they will progress it, because hopefully they don't keep using kind of like the same, I don't want to say the same gimmick that they're using now, but throughout the episode, one of the reoccurring dreams and things like that just keeps happening over and over again, which hopefully they just have a nicer and cleaner way of doing it. Overall though, I mean, Boba Fett's character from kind of the get-go here is already met with some kind of trouble, and it's kind of neat kind of seeing how he will do things now, under his rule instead of how the previous rule was, and we'll definitely see how that's going to play out. I think him and the mayor are going to have, for better lack, just are going to have differences, and hopefully that plays out pretty well. They're definitely, were like a couple major standouts from this episode. I would think, for one, the Cantina band is back, which I thought was super cool. There is the best way I can describe it, there's kind of like this fight, and a little like parkour scene follows. And that was actually done very well. I thought the choreograph there with the fighting and also with the parkour chasing, like that was just done cool. For those of you who like Mortal Kombat, Goro makes a very small appearance. Totally a joke, but not really. But once you see it, you'll kind of crack up, because I did for a little bit. But yeah, but overall, I thought this episode was just okay. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of people out there who think that this is, the best thing out there. And I think it has potential, and I'm excited to see how this series will continue to play out. But this first episode, if, you had to tell me from just this one episode if this will be a banger or not, I'm not sure. And I think it has to do a lot with those first like 15 minutes that were shot too dark. That just kind of turned me off completely from the show. The last 15, 20 minutes were actually enjoyable, in that sense. So it's still a toss-up for me. Hopefully the next couple episodes are going to have better lighting. But I am interested in seeing what you guys thought about this episode. Where you guys stand. Are you excited to see kind of where this goes? And overall, just what are your thoughts on it? I am not, and I'll be the first one to fully admit it, I am not a diehard Star Wars fan. So there could be a lot of things that I missed that may be of more importance. But as just a standalone show, it seemed enjoyable enough. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment, drop a like. If you agree with me, disagree with me, let me know. Either way, I'll see you next time. Peace.